So, practice is done, so let's back out and head to the story mode.
Time for us to go. Booby trap.
And
Oh, you choose which one to go with.
yeah, you can have designs, which are just, different models.
Okay.
This is Jack's basic model, this is the trainer model, and this is the generic every Veritech model.
Right.
And you have two different variations of Veritech, which is you have V1A, VT1A, and VT10. If you look closely, each one has different statistics. They change your armor, your speed, agility, missiles, and targeting. Targeting is pretty much effectively how you're going to hit everything. Agility and speed, I guess they speak for themselves in terms of pick up the pace, like how fast you can pick up the speed and how much speed you get on top.
Right.
Missiles is how much missiles you can hold in your inventory, and armor is how much damage you can take.
Right.
So,
my name is Jack Archer, and I'm a pilot of the Robotech Defense Force. I was born just before the Global War.
Oh.
My parents died soon after the war began, so I had to learn how to survive on my own. Sometimes I wonder what kind of person I might have been if things were different. It's one of my darkest fears. If you took the war out of me, would there be anything left?
No.
Probably
The Global
not.
War had been going on for a long time. All the experienced pilots were dead. My government was desperate, and the draftees started getting younger and younger. I needed a way to escape all that misery on the ground, so I didn't mind much when I got drafted. Flight training came easy to me. It was like I was meant to be a pilot. They said I had a rare talent, but somehow I didn't see it that way. After a few years, the government dissolved. I became a mercenary, hiring out to any nation that could afford me. I didn't care, just so long as I stayed up in the clouds where I could forget about all the troubles down on Earth.
Don't kill me!
The war ended in a single day. All it took was a miracle. A gigantic alien spaceship broke through hyperspace on a collision course with the Earth and crashed into a small island in the South Pacific called Macross Island. The leaders of the world's nations called a ceasefire and assembled the most brilliant minds of the time to examine the spaceship and assess the possible threat of alien invasion. The evidence they found pointed to a highly advanced civilization with technology far beyond what we had on Earth, something the scientists called robotechnology. But there was an even greater discovery. The scientists found a supply of protoculture aboard the ship, a new and nearly inexhaustible energy source used to power the alien machines. The spaceship was some kind of advanced warship, bristling with powerful weaponry.
Oh no.
They called it the Super Dimension Fortress, or the SDF-1 for short. They began rebuilding the ship as they unlocked the secrets of robotechnology. After the arrival of the SDF-1, work kind of dried up for a while. With the war over, no one wanted to hire mercenaries. The world was at peace for the first time I can remember. And I was starting to get used to the idea. Those were happy times. I had been living in Macross City, helping to rebuild the SDF-1. I was just getting used to my new life when Roy Fokker, the legendary Skull leader himself, recognized me as I was getting off work. We had met a few times during the war. Sometimes I was on his side, and sometimes I flew against him. Over the years, we ended up forming a friendship. He told me he needed pilots to join a new military outfit called the Robotech Defense Force. Roy said they had some new kind of high-performance fighter that could beat anything I ever flew. They called it a Veritech. I made Roy prove it to me, fighter to fighter.
Cheating!
Why did the military need a transforming fighter? It was well known that the aliens were warriors, but there was one detail that was kept from the public. In a top-secret debriefing, we were informed that evidence from the crash indicated the aliens were 40-foot-tall giants. The RDF developed the Veritech fighter to fight the aliens on their own terms. It would mean the difference between survival and extinction.
Damn aliens.
After my training, I was stationed with the carrier Prometheus on Macross Island. On the day the final construction of the SDF-1 was completed, the entire city prepared to celebrate. That was when the Zentradi arrived. The SDF-1 belonged to them, and they were determined to take it back.
Whoops. No.
So basically, for those of you who didn't hear too much of, who heard it, you probably, for those of you who want to understand what recap is, basically, Jack Archer was born basically as an orphan from war, basically, and eventually became an air pilot.
Right.
And eventually became a mercenary. Then afterwards, the SDF-1, which is basically the Zentradi, one of the airships or space fortress that came down. They came down and actually caused some, basically it was like meteor falling from the sky. Then afterwards, the SDF-1 was basically repurposed as basically a testing ground. They found a bunch of different things, such as endless energy sources and more advanced technology than humans ever produced, basically. And afterwards, they lived in peace for quite a while. And then Jack eventually came back to join part of the Robotech Defense Force, like you see right now, test out on Veritech. And now, basically, the Zentradi have found a way back to Earth.
So now we gotta fight them all. Yeah.
Pretty much. Now, like they said, it's a battle between survival and extinction.
Of course.
And it's up against these guys, the Zentradi. And as you'll see, these guys are pretty vicious customers.
I would think so. They are aliens.
Yeah. This is their technology.
God damn it, they were right! Now I hate illegal aliens! Oh, wrong aliens, buddy! Wrong kind of alien! Fucking...
Welcome to Earth is all I can say.
Welcome to Earth, motherfucker.
Welcome to Earth.
These are the kind of aliens I know! You're looking at the wrong kind of aliens.
I hate aliens.
Always have, always...
That's what I'm talking about.
Huh. Looks like a lot of people for this game did voice acting for the Akira movie, too.
Yeah. Well, I wouldn't be surprised because, like I said, for the longest time I didn't actually know that this was based off an anime. So I would assume a lot of the voice actors in here would maybe be high profile. I'm not entirely sure.
I mean, Akira is like, it was one of the best of the anime movies. It wasn't even a Studio Ghibli one. Akira was just fucked up.
Yeah, maybe I should sit down one day and actually do something and probably should take a look at the Macross. It's simple. It's so hard to like find a site to legitimately look at the thing, look at the anime, because it's so hard to find like an anime site that actually has like, that has like an actual thing. Like I found it online on YouTube, so I might just watch it on there. But if I can find it first,
a lot of them seem like big freaking. A lot of these guys seem like big anime voice actors.
Yeah.
Cam Clark, Rebecca Forstad, or Hart, Steve Kramer. That means
Kramer sounds familiar. Did you have that?
I'm trying to look it up. It won't let me. Steve Kramer.
Who's the voice for who?
Oh yeah, Cam Clark's voice for Jack Archer. Rebecca Forstad's voice for Lynn Min-May and Izzy Randall.
Yeah, Izzy is one of Jack's friends. We'll meet her in a bit.
And Lynn Min-May, whoever the hell that is.
That might be one of the, I want to say that's the, is that the person we're talking to right now? That's, basically, the head right now.
That's what I was thinking. There was also Helena Chase, who was...
That's the next one, so yeah, this might be the first one.
Okay. Okay.
As you can see, this is one, variation of the gameplay for this game. Big dog fights. So you'll be up in the sky, up in space, going through like all sorts of dogfights. You'll have various different missions to go through, and some of these missions can actually get pretty vicious, like because a lot of the objectives and how they work. But I will say, like, I haven't played this game too much, but I do really like this game. It's a pretty, it's one of the best robot flying simulators I've played.
Yeah.
I guess you could say. I think it's the best game with robots I've played.
I remember they were playing one at college one time. It was like I want to say it was like a Gundam Dynasty Warriors kind of game.
I think I know what you're talking about, and I played that one.
That one looked kind of.
That one was alright.
I mean, this one looks a little more in depth. It feels like an Ace Combat.
Yeah.
At least this section does.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, it's like I guess that's the kind of thing you have a little bit of freedom with this kind of anime, I guess, as well. Also, then again, as long as the person behind the game, I guess, is also pretty good, then it should be fine. But like, I guess like one of the things that this game has is freedom is, you know, you can like with the Veritech, you can like you got this pilot thing, you got this you can press down as well, up. Right turns you into your jet, up turns you into a Guardian, left turns you into Veritech. So,
okay.
Keep that into consideration, and yeah, you basically have with how these multiple modes handle, you got a little bit of freedom with how this game plays out. It almost kind of feels, I think it's a really good game for, especially what the series is. This is also coming from a guy that hasn't also watched the series as well, so I wouldn't know as much about this as well. Right. And also, take note of what they said about these guys being giants, because remember that for later. So we'll eventually fight like on-foot soldiers with these guys. Compared to the Veritech, they're actually pretty freaking huge.
Oh, damn. Hang on, damn it!
Yeah, also, do take into consideration they also get hurt, so...
Take these guys to screw. Oh, wait, partners?
Yep.
Oh, shit. As long as there's no permit yet, it's fine.
Yeah.
That'd be a dick move.
Come back when you have some skills.
There's gonna be some vicious missions, and the thing is, like, death is kind of something you want to try and do your best to avoid, because you die, you think you start doing the mission, I think.
Ah.
These missions are pretty short, but some of them can get pretty vicious.
Wolf Squadron. As soon as you are refueled and rearmed, proceed to Macross City
Okay.
and assign sectors.
And now we're gonna get to the second style gameplay. The Veritech on foot sections.
Catch me!
Trustful. Yep.
Trustful. Oh, God.
Yeah. Anyways, now the Zentradi bombarded the city from orbit, and now they've sent ground forces basically to Macross City, to different sectors, and basically our job now is to pretty much kick their ass.
Get them out of the city.
SDF-1 control to Wolf.
We're talking to ships, and now we're fighting them in these battle pods, which is actually a pretty prevalent thing I've seen the Macross start on really soon. Because I've only seen one episode, and they did show a lot of these battle pods as well, so I'm assuming that a lot of this is also appearing in the anime as well.
Right.
But like I said, I don't know too much about
Macross
this.
City wasn't made to accommodate anything the size of a Veritech, so
Yeah, these are the on-foot sections. Get used to holding down the X button and boosting, because that's pretty much the best way you're going to be able to make a lot of,
Oh, yeah.
cover a lot of ground.
I would think so, yeah. You'd be able to travel a lot.
Yeah, be careful with those ones. The one that I just killed actually has missile launchers in the back of their head, so they'll shoot missiles at you as well as shoot laser blast at you.
Oh, dear.
So use the alternate fire to get rid of that missiles when they shoot at you, because they do a decent amount of damage, as missiles should. But,
Right,
yeah.
right.
Anyways,
Come on, motherfuckers, pop out already. Oh, come on, my trigger finger's getting itchy. Come on, come on. Hurry!
as you can see by the model, yeah, he has something here on his head.
Yeah, you bitch.
Now he's dead.
Dumb bitch. What do you think you is?
Heads up!
Help me!
Okay.
Why is it always a one-man army? Where are you guys? I'm the only one going through the city doing this shit. Where are the rest of you when I could use your help? I thought we were a team. That's all I'm with. We need help. Fuck you. Way to treat your rookie kids. Oh God! God, these things run fast.
Anyways.
Yeah, no problem, guys. I got it. Don't worry.
Hey, don't worry about me. I'm perfectly fine.
I'm getting shot at from all sides, but I got this. Don't worry. Oh.
Wow.
Help! Is this what your planet calls a restroom? Oh!
Welcome to Earth. That's how we welcome you. That's how we welcome aliens around here. Jeez.
Die, motherfucker. It's around the other side of these buildings.
Yeah. So what do you think of the game so far, based on the
Something seems pretty interesting. And it looks like it controls smoothly. That would be the thing I would be worried about the most. I hope the controls would be smooth for this game.
Alright, so I'm going away.
Because if it wasn't smooth, I imagine it would feel more like a clunky experience.
Yeah.
It don't.
Because a lot of robot games also, like, from what I've seen, also have pretty clunky controls. And they're really awkward to see. I've seen some, like, really bad, like, Gundam games.
Yeah.
Off of that. Which is basically, like,
oh shit, they found me! You guys suck! Yeah. I can definitely... It definitely looks like it moves a lot better than a lot I would think of. Right, the only thing I can think of to compare it to is, like, I thought there was, like, one good, like, Transformers game that came around.
that might be, like, it was a Fall for Cybertron or something?
Yeah, I think that was it. I remember hearing that one was actually pretty good.
Yeah, it was, like, one of the, like Fall for Cybertron or something like that. I know that one was actually pretty good. So, yeah, do be careful, like, try to encourage, like, you know, strafing and hiding behind cover and stuff, because the thing is, like, you stand still and they can actually, like, when you have, like, 2 or 3 of these, like, bow pods shooting at you.
Oh, they'll one rack of damage to really mess you up. Always keep moving. Makes sense to me.
So, always keep moving in. Always keep moving so you don't get shot, like, in the shooting range? No, you don't say.
Yeah, you little shit.
Looks like you've got this area under control, Wolf 10.
Thanks.
There's a group of destroids requesting backup in Zone 214.
Alright,
Head
fine.
over there and give them support.
As you really want.
So now we go to here. Go with the Just Droids here. These
Enemy
guys.
battle pods approaching.
Of course there are. You guys need my help? Of course you do. Where would you be without me, baby? Don't worry, I got this. See? I got the neck. Why are you guys running off? Trying to die?
Thing is, they're gonna end up hiding themselves down there. So what I recommend doing is basically just when they show up on one side, just focus fire. Come back to there. Just hold down the square button to use your missiles. According to them, pretty much do it on your This is gonna give you a pretty good idea of how you're going to work around with your Guardian and the
Ah, right.
So if you didn't do the training mode, this is a pretty good way of doing it, but I do recommend you do the training mode
It does help me
if
get a
you
better
don't
feel.
know what you're doing, because
Yeah.
that is one thing I will say I give credit for this game, though, is that they have a separate mode for your training, which is something that I wish a lot of games did. Instead of, like, you know,
You're not forced to do it, but...
forcing tutorial or asking you to do it in the main game.
Yeah. That is nice.
Yeah, having the option to, like, have the tutorial or, like, a separate mode or something like that is quite nice, especially in some applications.
Oh, yeah. There's so many of these friggin' things! Jesus!
Mission complete.
And we're done.
Well, that was easy, bitch. When are you gonna buy me a drink, huh? I think I earned myself a reward this time.
And now,